Located a few kilometers west of the coast of Vancouver in the Pacific Ocean is the magical island of Vancouver Island. An island full of nature, rainforests reaching the shores of the wild Pacific Ocean, treacherous peaks with amazing views, waterfalls, mountain lakes, lots of wildlife and so on. All this you can find here, where we're going to stay for the next week. We're going to explore all the hidden sites here, so you will know on your next trip where to go. It's a foggy morning here in Canada. We are still in Banff National Park, and today we're gonna hit some attractions. And we are still shredded from our 6-day hike in the Canadian Rockies with grizzly bears. But now comes the chill part, where we're gonna head to Vancouver Island to enjoy the last week here in Canada. And what a magical part of this next chapter of our travels. On the road, we saw a black bear taking a nap on the street. What a beautiful creature to see from the safeness of a car inside.
Das ist ein Schwarzbär.
Krass, okay, dem hätte ich nicht begegnen.
Das ist ein Schwarzbär, das ist klein. Ein Grizzly ist doppelt so groß.
What a lucky start into the day, because we got up so early. We saw a black bear on the road, sleeping on the road, I don't know why. But yeah, now we are here at Johnston Canyon to check out the canyon. We then made our way to Peyto Lake, which looks like a wolf or like a fox. We're here at Peyto Lake. There are so many tourists here. It's such a contrast to the first few days hiking in the backcountry. A little pro tip: if you're going to Peyto Lake, just hike a bit further up, and then there are no people anymore. It's a bit scary because we forgot our bear spray. But there you can do a really cool spot picture of Lake Peyto. For example, look at this one. We drove to another glacier-fed lake. I took a swim in the ice-cold water just because I had to, and then headed further down to a little village with a rich history embedded in a narrow valley, which reminded me a bit of the old times of the Wild West. Our aim was the village of Golden, where we stayed the night to rest for a long drive tomorrow to Vancouver. Tomorrow is going to be a long drive, over 10 hours to Vancouver. So, see you tomorrow. It was a long drive, over 10 hours and 800 kilometers. Just forests after forests, nature after nature, wilderness after wilderness, and kilometers after kilometers, with every now and then some beautiful little farmhouses. What a beautiful country this Canada is, so untouched and so much nature. Made it to the perfect place for a picnic here on a lake. It's beautiful here. Sometime we made it to the big city of Vancouver and to the port at Horseshoe Bay where our ferry awaited us. Took a long time, around 10 hours driving, more than 800 kilometers, but we are here before the ferry waiting to get to Vancouver Island. You can already smell the ocean breeze, it's so good. We treated ourselves first with a delicious fish and chips before we boarded the ferry. The sun was already setting, but we enjoyed on deck the beautiful sunset and the ocean breeze. Good morning from our tiny house here on this ranch, which looks so beautiful. There are ducks, there are horses, there are 2 dogs. It's just amazing here. And yeah, our Airbnb is also very cute. Yeah, look, over there's the dog. Skippy. Made it to a little village called Coombs. It's famous for goats on the roof and things to eat, I think. There's a forest here with massive trees. You can see this tree behind me, it's massive. We took the long road towards Tofino and explored on the way the magical forest of Cathedral Grove. Did you know that these cedar trees could grow up to 1,000 years? It is incredible to think about that. These trees were already here when the Vikings terrorized Europe. I can already hear the ocean. Do you know this feeling? Hearing for the first time the ocean after so much time? We then made a stop in the little village of Uchulilit, with a funny name. These towns here are very small, living from fishing and tourism, where you can do tours to watch bears and whales. And finally, we made it to the town of Tofino. It was already too late, but we decided to come back on another day. Good morning, guys, from a lovely day here at the shed, at this farm. That would be my dream life, I guess. If I win in the lottery, there will be signs. I will buy a farm for sure. So, first thing in the morning, let's go to check out if the dogs are in the pond playing. Apparently on the edge of this property, there's a small little pond where the ducks discovered just recently, and the owner doesn't like it because there are eagles here and cougars who eat these poor little ducks. The funny thing about these ducks is always when they get hungry, almost at the same time at 10:30, they go up in a row to eat. There should be somewhere here a river and a stream with a nice swimming place. We forgot our bear spray because the owners are here wants black bears. We got some berries here on the trail. Some blackberries, I guess it's the name. Let's try. Quite good. Made it back home, and we are going to do tonight a barbecue session. So we are heading down into town to buy some beer. It's right now down into town.
Down into town.
We bought here a few different beers with a bear. Sounds good. Typical beer from here. The dog family. There's nothing better than a cold beer and watching the ducks. Just Skibby! Ja, du Herzige! Der Skibby! Skibby, ja, du Herzige! This looks delicious, and here we have some sausages which look amazing. I think ducks are my favorite animals. They're so funny. The next day, after a delicious home-cooked breakfast, we planned again to go to the Pacific coast. In general, the miles we drive here are a lot. This island is way bigger than I thought, and I would suggest you to book at least 2 different Airbnbs at different locations, so you can drive way less. Our first stop was to do a hike near Port Renfrew at the beach to watch the sea life. The first hike of the day, we were not sure if we should do it because it's raining. It's the first day on our holiday which it's raining, but it's beautiful, I guess. And there's a loop down here on the Pacific coast called Botanical Loop Trail, which should be beautiful. Something I didn't get before getting here to Vancouver Island is that it's a huge island. The distances for driving are quite big, and so to drive here it took us 3 hours. Good morning. This day we are heading to the north part. There's a beautiful national park, Strathcona Provincial Park. But yeah, today on the program some beautiful waterfalls and a gold miner town and caves. We enjoyed the morning on our beautiful ranch and made our way to Strathcona Provincial Park. A waterfall was on our list. We are starting our day at this beautiful provincial park, Strathcona, which is in the northern part of the island. There are way less tourists up here. Apparently Vancouver Island has lots of black bears and the highest density of cougars in the world. I didn't know that, so we took our bear spray just in case.
Bare legs, you're like Charlie. Boy,
I took a morning swim in a natural pool created from a waterfall hidden in the forest. After this refreshment in the secret little hidden pool by the waterfall, which is the perfect start into the day, we headed on a well-maintained gravel road to some caves up in the forest a bit further into the mountains. The caves were pretty, but honestly not worth the long drive up here. Was it worth it? I don't know, maybe if you're really into caves, but I'm more of a natural pool in the middle of the woods type of guy. We decided to do the long drive, I think almost 300 kilometers to the very north, because there's a very special village on the shore which is called Telegraph Cove, and because we're already here in Vancouver Island, I think let's go. But the drive is very long and there's nothing, just wilderness, a street through wilderness. Almost 300 kilometers. It's going to be a long drive. We decided to end this trip with a long drive, crossing endless forests, mountains and pure wilderness, to have a last sense of this beautiful country, of this nature, untouched for hundreds and hundreds of miles. Oh, I love Canada, it's an outdoors lover's dream. We got to a little village in the middle of nothing, built by some settlers, which made a sawmill to process all the log which was here. The whole village nowadays is built on stilts because of the steep shore and the abundance of wood, what gives it a picturesque touch. I'm really glad we did it to this beautiful little village. It was a long drive, but worth it. The bones of a huge whale. We enjoyed our evening here at the end of the world. All in all, we were in love with Canada. It's such a wild country, endless nature, as far as you could see. We decided to head one more time to Tofino to soak in the views of the beautiful Pacific Ocean, to take in the cold ocean breeze, and to end our travels with an ice-cold swim to feel the elements and the soul of Canada.